Namaskara. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Last month, I took some questions on my Instagram and I got majorly the doubts which everyone will have. Out of that, I'm taking majorly four questions for the today's episode, which are: is astrology real or fake, or it is real science or pseudoscience? Does Paramaatma really exist? How we need to look at astrology? And does really planets affect humans and nature? Let's know about this. Welcoming you all, this is your host Vishnu Swarup. If you are watching my channel for the first time, please subscribe and share this video across your friends and family. I want to take my first question, which was asked, like, is astrology a science or a pseudoscience? We all know that Earth is not straight. I mean, it is not exactly 90-degree when it is rotating. It is slightly tilted, and this we call as precession of equinox. In the Surya Siddhanta, we call this as Ayanamsha. And Ayanamsha is a major pillar, I can say, for astrology. So, our ancient science or ancient rishis all discovered Ayanamsha, and by this we calculate each and every stars or nakshatra. If you take the zodiac signs itself, it is exactly 30-degree each. So we had great mathematics involved. We had trigonometries involved. So all the astrological calculations is evolved from the trigonometry. If I can say sine, cos, tan. So those things we are learning in our modern mathematics. But our rishis and saints did all this way before, in 5,000 years ago. And also, if we want to take the eclipse calculation, our rishis calculated this using the Rahu and Ketu. If Rahu and Ketu is somewhere between 18-degree, then there will be an eclipse. So all these calculations were done and kept it before in our scriptures. So modern science still are calculating and still figuring out how to calculate the eclipses. So if I want to talk about these questions, I have more evidences. As of now, I'm shorting it up for these two discussions. I want to take up my next question, which was asked: how we need to look at astrology in our life. See, astrology in English, I don't think it gives a deep meaning. So I want to take a Sanskrit word, which is Jyotishya. So Jyoti means light, and Isha means or. It is given from God Ishvara. See how beautifully the word is. The light given from God itself to look at our path and move ahead. If I want to explain this in an example, let's take you are driving in a city or a highway and you will use the GPS to look where the congestion is if you are in a city, and if you are driving in a highway, you will look where to take the right, where to take the left, and what speed you need to maintain. The same way we need to take astrology also. It will guide us. If you think or if you are overconfident and if you drive without listening the GPS, then it will end up in a crash. You may end up in accidents or whatever mishaps. Same way astrology also guides the human where to slow down and which path or which timing we need to be more cautious. Similar to that, I want to summarize this answer or this topic saying astrology is not a subject to get scared of. It is a subject, I call it as personality development program, where we see, oh, I'm lagging in something, let me work on it, or I'm good at it, let me work more on it to get more aids. This is how we need to look at astrology. It is not like some doshas or some getting scared or getting depressed, feeling like I can't. We should not have this in the astrology. It is a pure guiding path. As I said, it is personality development program. I want to take up my next question, which was asked, like, does Paramatma really exist? For this, I want to take Paramatma as light, from which we are looking our life and we are seeing the beautiful things around us. For example, let's say during this video, if I switch off the light, you cannot see me, right? That doesn't mean I vanished from this place. I'll be sitting here. Only thing is you cannot see me. So there's a medium in between that is called light. So we cannot see the light. It's a form of energy. So Paramatma is a form of energy. Also here I want to decode a shloka. It is called Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. See how beautiful this shloka is. It says Surya Koti. So there are millions and millions of Suryas. We know Sun is a huge, majestic, gigantic star. So there are thousands of stars in the universe. And it is Samaprabha. It is said as it is referred or it is compared to a god or Paramatma. Can you imagine just one sun, how much energy it can have? Can you just imagine? Similarly, there are thousands and thousands of stars and it is compared to Paramatma. In the recent studies, scientists have discovered a particle called Higgs boson or God's particle. It is referred to as the highest energied particle. And why did they give the name as God's particle? Let's think on it. So they don't know what exactly that highest particle or the highest energy particle to be called as. So they referred as God or Paramatma. Paramatma is nothing but a highest energied particle. And we all know energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can be transferred or transformed. So how we look at that energy and how we take that energy from the universe, it's left to us. So if we just ignore that energy, energy also ignores us. For example, if you take wind energy, you can transform the wind energy to heat energy. Or you can transform the wind energy to many more, right? So similarly, how we take that energy or how we look at that energy depends on us. So concluding this topic, I want to say how we look at the universe or how we look at the Paramatma, it precipitates or it gives back. And how much energy we can take to our body or take to our consciousness, it depends. So let's all take this Paramatma as an energy and let's move with the divinity to take the grace of the energy. I would suggest you to go and Google it, what actually Higgs boson or God's particle is. Just do the research and do your analysis and you can come to know what actually God is, how we need to look at it. And kindly share this video. I want to take up my last question for this episode, which was asked, like how planets influences human life or nature. For this, you might have seen many videos. Everyone will be referring moon or giving an example of moon. I want to take up sun. If you ask me why sun, in a day, usually we'll have more experience or more exposures to the sun. So I want to take this sun as an example and answer this question. Let's take you are driving a car again. For example, you are driving from Bangalore to Mangalore, which is having a huge distance you might have known. So you will start Bangalore at 5 a.m. for example. You will be fresh enough. You will be having more enthu to drive the car. So as the day progresses, at somewhere around 8 o'clock, you will have your breakfast, and again you will have the enthusiastic or enthu, but slightly little down compared to the 4 a.m. right? At the 11 a.m. or the 12 a.m. where the sun will be at right above your head, you will feel little lazy. You will get frustrated why the destination is not coming. See, if you take all this sequentially, the same day, the same car, the same people around us, right? But what just changed? It just changed the timing. The sun was just rising and it came right above your head, and you felt so frustrated. And again, if I want to take it the evening, again you will feel chill. What just happened? It is just the timing of the sun. It is influencing you. Nothing got changed, right? Similarly, if I want to explain, we'll have the same influence of Saturn, Mars, Jupiter, Venus, because all these objects will have their own gravitational force. It will influence us, or it will influence the other planet either through electromagnetic force or the repulsion between them, right? So all these planets will have their own effect to the other planets. Going further, I'll just make the other videos on those as well. Giving you another example, like how planets influences nature. If a sunny day, or during the summer, if you can say, the photosynthesis, the rate of photosynthesis, I can say, it will be more. During the winter or during the rainy day, the photosynthesis will be less. Again, if you see India, to take India as a geographically, the agriculture is more. India's backbone is agriculture. If you take America, the northern part of the globe, where it will be covered with ice, where the no sun exposures will be there, why can't they grow the vegetation? Why can't they do? It is just the influence of the sun is not there for those particular region. So it is indirectly affecting the nature, Mother Nature. So same way, as I said, all the other planets will have their influence towards mankind and nature. That's why we have so many phenomena called eclipses. I can again talk more on this. Because of time constraint, I'm just shorting it up for this. Please share this video all across your friends and family, and let's know what actual fact is all about. Thanks for watching.